Kelly here from Cochrane Toyota. We're located at 8 River Heights Drive, Cochrane, Alberta. And today I've got a 2020 TRD off-road with our T2 package on it. All right, so this is a pretty straightforward build. I really like these ones. They kind of look like they came right off the rack like this. But again, I'll go through a couple of things that we did in this T2 package, and of course, a couple of things that the 2020 has upgraded as well. So first off, this is cement gray. This was a TRD Pro color, and now it is a standard color comes through because it was such a popular vehicle. So it's more of a mute color rather than the bright silver. And then with the general grabbers and the TRD Pro 16-inch rims, it just really gives it a good looking set. So these are a double size oversized, so you're getting as big a tires as you can get underneath there without any rubbing. But with those 16 inches, you get a much more robust rubber looking. The lift kit on this guy is a 2.5-inch Toytech lift up front. That's gonna allow you to get a little bit more height out of the front. And then we did a 1-inch leveling kit in the back so that you get more of a straight stance rather than the tilted forward stance the stock comes with. We've also added a light bar in this guy. So you've got your rough country light bar up here, the LED style. And then it does match the LED daytime running lights right there. So really nice option there for you. So again, you can take a peek at this thing back. That's super bright. And again, a lot of ground clearance underneath there with those bigger tires and the lift kit. So again, great option. A couple things that are stock. The radar adaptive cruise control, if you've not used these things, they are pretty amazing. That's this piece right here. So it's a full cover. This thing is really hard to break. Rock chips and stuff aren't gonna get that. But what it does is allow you to tuck in behind traffic with your cruise control on, and then you can set how far you want it to be behind them and not have to worry about it. It will take you to a 30k an hour drop. So if you're going 110, it will drop you right down to 30k an hour before it kicks out. Now that little camera right there is your lane trace assist camera. That's gonna do 3 things for you. It's gonna keep like a built-in rumble strip system. So if you start wandering, it's going to give you an audible sound inside. It's also there to keep an eye open for your automatic headlights. So your automatic high beams. Because it's higher up off the ground like that, it's gonna get anybody coming over the hill before your headlights hit them. And then it's also gonna be your anti-collision. So that camera is also looking for silhouettes of people. If they see somebody and they deem you're gonna hit them, it will lock you up and take you at a dead stop. So it's a great safety option. And between that and the radar cruise, you'd have to try hard to hit somebody in this guy, but again, awesome looking vehicle. So that cement gray, great looking rig. I mean, a lot of cool features in these things. They've really dialed these Tacomas in. So if you're looking for a long-lasting, high resale value, great truck, you really can't beat these things. They're just an amazing truck all around. I'll jump inside and show you a couple of the features in the inside that I think are pretty awesome. So first off, we're gonna jump in the back. We'll unlock the doors first. Click this little guy. And we'll show you the couple features inside here. So right off the bat, you're gonna notice they've got a soft touch material all the way through here. So a nice kind of textured material. Easy to clean, it's nice. You don't see any grease marks or anything on that. Power windows on the side, 2 cup holders back there. Not Nalgene, but definitely a big water bottle size. And if I go into this thing, mind that with one hand, it's a little bit harder. I can pop this guy open. You have a storage space underneath here. And then same thing underneath that one. When you open that up, there's a longer storage piece underneath there. And if you'll notice, I can put the headrest piece right here. So I can pop this headrest off, stick it right there, and then fold this whole guy down. And this will actually go to a full flat. Just with one hand, I can't do it. So you pull that off, stick it there, slide that down. You have a full flat piece in there. So if you've got an animal or something like that, nice space when that one goes down as well. Plus you have storage back here. And if you notice, you do have your 3rd child seat anchor right here. So you can get the piece for the headrest right there and tie them down. And of course, there's the other packages back there. So again, really good looking interior. That extra stitch just makes it look good. This is definitely the premium cloth. And you take a peek, that is an awesome little design. And again, it can be very stain resistant as well, which is a nice touch. Now, if I jump into this guy, I'll lock it up and show you. I'll shut it off first. Hit this guy. And show you how the smart key works. So I'm showing you this a couple of times, but again, with that smart key right there, you can tuck it in your purse or your pocket. And if I want to lock it, I just touch this. It's a little sensor that'll do that for you. And if I want to unlock it, I reach in behind and unlock it. One of the nice little functions with this guy is if I don't want all the doors to unlock, I can press these little buttons right here, get that back into view. Press these, see the red light, wait for the truck to beep. So that beeps, and what that's going to do is adjust which doors open. So if I just want that one, I can set it to that, or if I want all of them to open up every time I unlock the door with the handle, I can do that as well. So nice little option there, depending on what makes you comfortable. Again, the soft touch piece in here, door handles, a little bigger cup holders in the front, but still not full Nalgene size, but definitely a big water bottle. Automatic doors, or windows, sorry, and then the power windows in the back, locks, the lockout button to keep the jerks in the back from messing with the windows, and of course your power windows. Inside here, you're gonna have a few things. This is our rigid light bar out there, not rigid, sorry, the Rough Country light bar, and then your power outlet in the back that you can adjust right there. Turn this button on, and flick this to auto right there and push it forward, and this is going to now work with that camera up top, and you never have to touch your lights again. But again, nice option. You'll notice you don't hear the click versus this one. That means this is going to stay on every time you start the car or turn it off, where this one will reset every single time. Traction control button right there, and of course your dome lights for the rear that I can turn on or off with the door or whatnot right there. So again, a few options. One of the big changes with the 2020 is, of course, the power seats. So you've got your lumbar, the back, and then the bottom as well. So you can adjust that, which is a nice option for those of us who've ever owned a Tacoma. You've had manual seats forever. So I'll jump into this guy and show you some of the features on the inside as well. So in this guy, one of the first things you're going to notice is there's actually a lot of space in them. If you're used to a full-size truck, you probably wouldn't agree with me on that. But again, if you're not a full-size truck driver, there's actually a good amount of space in these guys. I'm about 6'2". This one doesn't have the sunroof, so I don't touch the roof at all. And as you can see, I've got lots of space. I can almost reach out completely there. But a couple things right off the bat I like is you're going to have a telescoping steering wheel, so it comes out and up and down. So again, a nice option to make sure you get that where you like it. And then I really like this material. It's a leather-based piece and then a really nice molded spot. I've driven a lot of vehicles where these just don't feel like they're a natural position. You've got to kind of move your fingers around to get there. But no matter where you stick your hand in this guy, it gives you a really nice grip and you feel pretty comfortable there. So in behind here, there's a little groove back here that allows your fingers to sit in there and get a really good command of it. Then leather wrapped on the top as well. So good looking and again, long lasting. This stuff is pretty awesome. On this side, you're gonna have all your Bluetooth settings, so your voice command for everything, your stereo sound, and the different modes. So I can go Bluetooth, Sirius, my Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all that right from there. I can pick up phones and hang up from here. On this side, I'm gonna have my standard radar, or my standard cruise control. I click down like that, and it works. If I want to turn the radar off, I pull it forward, wait for 3 seconds, and it will just go to a standard radar or standard cruise control. But the radar is really nice if you get comfortable with it. This button is going to allow you to sit how far back, so you can go through the 3 different lengths, and I'll show you that when I turn the car on. And of course, your lane departure right there, you can turn that on or off. One of the nice things they've done in these new versions of them is they've allowed the settings to be sensitive or high. I'm a wandery driver, so I always turn that sensitivity down so it doesn't beep at me all the time and tell me how much of a wandery driver I am. But again, really nice option. Inside here, you're going to have your cup holder, and if you look down there, you've got 2 USB plugins and the little cable outlet right there. So if you want to plug in some phones and get the cables outside, they've really set that up nice. You've got a big piece here, not quite Nalgene size again, but definitely cup holder, a coffee cup you can sit there because of this, and then a square juice box holder or something like that, or keys, whatever you want. This is a big change in the new Tacomas. Is it used to be you had the e-brake back here. This one's right here, so it's a nice easy spot for it. You'll look in this automatic, you've got the sport shifting, if I can get that in there. Sport shifting up and down, so if I go into the gears, reverse the whole entire bit. Other thing that I like, and you'll notice it back on this one as well, is there's no space or no holes or cracks or anything for dirt to sit and never be able to be cleaned. This piece comes out as well. You can stick stuff in there, and if you again look at that, it's actually, there's no spots at all, so super easy to clean. Underneath there's a nice space. You can definitely fit a full-size phone in there. It is a large little cubby there for you. You've got your power rear sliding window there, so you don't have to reach back in there. You've got USB. This is going to be the hard one for you. This is going to hard press to this guy, so again, you can hardwire your phone in if you still want to use that. And then you've got your power here. So again, this is going to change your transmission points to give you a little bit more RPMs if you pump this one. Again, awesome little touch right there. You've got your 4-wheel drive click right there. If you want to go into 4-wheel low, you hit this button, it goes into 4-wheel low. If your car is on, you got to be in neutral to get to that spot. but then you can flip back right there. These ones you can flip back on the fly. I think it's about 80k an hour. It turns where you can't do that. It won't pop in there for you. Got your heated seats sitting right there, and then of course your climate control. Dual climate control here. If you hit the sync button right here, that will allow everything to be controlled out of here. But if you take the sync off, you can have separate climates. So for me, I like it hot. My wife, she likes it cold. Off we go. Sorry, the other way around. I like it cold. She likes it hot. But you've got your standard buttons in there. So again, all the things that Toyota deems you need to be using, they keep it outside there for you rather than going into the digital spot. But I'll start with this truck up and show you a couple other things. So go to the dash first. You get a nice little startup menu, so you get a full digital screen in there, and it allows you to see some options there for you. So first off, you're going to see the outside there. The little flashing button is going to tell you it's got icy roads. The car itself will adjust. The traction control stuff will adjust because of that. Below that, you're going to see your functions, so you can scroll back and forth between these, but we'll start with this one. I like the digital speedometer. You can easily change that to miles per hour if you need be. And then distance to empty right there, so it tells you real quickly. If I scroll down, it's going to give you fuel economy. Of course, we've barely got any actual gas in this guy, so it's going to give you the 100 liters per 100 kilometers, so it's not really great at that point. But once you get through it, you'll understand how that all works. Gives you on the fly your trip distance and all that kind of stuff there. And you can actually set up a rest alert, so it lets you know that you should take a rest. You can set how long that should be, and then the main screen. So that one I think is going to be where everybody spends their time. Then you can go into your compass there for you. You've got your audio, so if I turn the audio on here for you, you can actually see the audio pop up there. And then I can scroll through my audio like this. So I can go to the different settings, my presets, and you'll see it go through XM the whole entire bit, because you can do your presets of whatever channel you want. Turn that guy back off, start going through the rest here. Like my traction control, my stuff I can turn on and off from there. It lets me know if it's on. And I've got a tire pressure monitor there, so I can actually see my tire pressures. Now I have to go back here. This is a nice option. Let me get a little closer up at this thing so you can actually see it. What this is in the off-road, you're going to have your tilt and yaw, I think it's called. I'm not sure what it is, but your pitch and roll, that's what it is. Sees it right there, you can read it. But again, that's going to be for your off-roading tools if you want to keep that on while you're off-roading. Really nice touch there for you. Keep scrolling. Messages or anything the car is trying to tell you, if you're low on gas, your tire's out, or something needs to be changed, it's going to pop up there for you. And of course, you've got your settings. So I can go into the pre-collision system, turn it on or off. I can turn sensitivity right there. And remember, your pre-collision, when you turn your car back off and then turn it on, this will automatically set to on. All the safety features are going to be automatic on. Lane departure, same thing. I can turn sensitivity and all that. If I want to go to settings, I can start selecting my driver's information. So if I want to save the functions I've done so far, I can change it there. Units, I can go to miles per hour right there. And then keep going down. I got a lot of extra little things that I can change, like the accent color behind here. If I like the bright red better, I can change that thing there, or go to the yellow. Whatever you prefer, you can change how that screen looks. Programming and all those kinds of details. You can have a lot of fun. A couple times around, you really understand how to use that thing. It's not that complicated. It's pretty straightforward. And again, I've been using this little guy right here to get all that done. One of the big changes they've really done is made these head units much easier to use. So again, right now I've got it set up this way where I can click into audio and go in there and adjust my settings, pick which I want to go into, and a couple options right there. So go back to home. I've also got my phone connected. So when I set up a phone, I just click one button, hit yes, and now I just go to my settings and actually plug it in. So it's literally 2 buttons away from actually syncing your phone to it. Pop that there, and then I got the navigation system, so I can set that up right there. It's really easy. So if I use this button right here, and I can talk to it or actually press the buttons on the screen, whatever I prefer. So something like this. Find McDonald's.
Showing results for McDonald's. To navigate to this point of entry, starting guidance for a new route.
So it's going to set me up there, and you'll show a couple of options here. So one's going to find it, then it's going to give you a few different routes. You see the route options right there? I can click that button. If it wasn't that we only had one way to get to our McDonald's, it give you the best. So quickest means highway, those kinds of things. Shortest is an actual distance. An alternate route would be a scenic or something that would be a different version. So I can click whichever I want, click right on that button. It'll pick that for me. That's that new route. And if I'm good with that, hit OK.
Please proceed to the highlighted route, then the route guidance will start.
So a couple things that bother me about old navigation systems is one, listening to that voice going through town. You're trying to navigate a town you've never been in. Voice sometimes get annoying. So you can click that button right there and turn the voice off. And then if you want to change your routes, you can click that button right there. And then if I just want to get rid of it because I see the golden arches in the distance, I'll click that button and hit yes, and it's gone. Really nice function. And again, that's that home screen, gives you all those. Now, if I want to change the way that looks, I hit menu, and I jump into setup, and I can actually change the way this whole thing, so customize whole screen, and then I can change this. I can change the layout to a different setting. So if I just want 2 functions in there, or I want the nav closer to me, or I want 4 functions in there, I can do that as well. So let's click that back, and I actually can do layout. So if I want to change, let's say I don't want the Bluetooth or whatnot being in there, I can change the navigation or whatnot. Let's do audio to here, and let's do phone to here. However I want to do it, I can change that, go back, hit home, and you'll see that it's slightly changed there. So again, however you want to set that up, super easy to get there, hit setup. One of the things I always do is turn that beep off. That's annoying. And then again, you can change some colors right there, change how this thing looks. If you want to go bright white, or if you want to go red, however you want to look at this thing, you can set that up. Hit home, takes you back to the same screen. Really, really easy to use. And it's got a beautiful backup camera in there. So again, you've got a almost bumper to bumper tip. So you can see the whole entire thing, and that lineup is going to be just off. So if you're at ball, that's just off center, so you can see it all the way through when it connects. And then the red line is going to be 6 inches back. So again, great option, really clear and wide angle screen. Pop that back in there. With this guy, this is the TRD off-road. So up here, you're gonna have a few more functions. You've got your crawl control settings right here. So you can set what you're gonna be on, whether you're mud, terrain, or snow, or actually going off-roading. You can set the transmission and a couple other functions that are gonna really dial this in there for you. So you hit that button, crawl control pops on. You got your locking rear differentials right there. So you click that button and you can lock them up. The USOS button, you can subscribe to Toyota. You're going to get a few months for free, or it's a year or something like that. You double check which program you're going to get, and it's a safety thing. So again, if you need to call for alert, or you can just use this as a concierge service as well. It's hooked up to Toyota. Nice option right there for you. So again, great looking truck, lots of options. I didn't go through them all, but again, this video is getting a little long, but great looking little truck. And again, the off-road and the T2 package make this definitely a head turner, even though it's not gonna crush the bank. Have yourself a good one, and come and take a peek at a Cochrane Toyota.